Hey guys, Tyler here, and welcome to the Bristlecone Pine Forest here in Inyo National Forest. This is home to the bristlecone pine, which is the oldest tree in the world. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the bristlecones as well as give you an in-depth guide for your trip here. All right, let's take it to the start.
Highway 395, one of the most scenic drives in all of California. Stretching along the eastern edge of the Sierra Nevada, it's a road that feels timeless, framed by rugged peaks, desert valleys, and endless sky. My destination on this trip, the Ancient Bristlecone Pine Forest, home to the oldest known trees on Earth. Leaving Lone Pine behind, I head north toward Big Pine. These small towns might look quiet, but a word to the wise, watch your speed. Locals know, and travelers learn quickly, law enforcement here means business. Big Pine is also the last stop for essentials before heading into the White Mountains. Fuel up, grab snacks, maybe a coffee, because once you turn off Highway 395 and start climbing up Highway 168, civilization fades quickly. Just off 395, there's a small visitor information center worth checking out. Here you will find a veteran memorial along with information for activities in the Eastern Sierras. Whether it's camping, fishing, hunting, backpacking, off-roading, mountaineering, photography, or biking you seek, the Eastern Sierras have all of that and more. Then, the real climb begins. The Bristlecone Pine Forest Visitor Center is only 24 miles from Big Pine, but don't be fooled, it'll take you close to an hour. The road is narrow, winding, and in some places drops to a single lane. Drive carefully, not everyone slows down. From November through May, the road isn't maintained. Snow and ice can make things tricky, especially after early storms. Fortunately, on this day, the skies were clear and the views absolutely magnificent. As I climb higher, the landscape changes. Sagebrush gives way to pinyon pine, then to ancient groves twisted by centuries of wind and weather. By the time I reach the visitor center, I'm above 10,000 feet in elevation. There's still snow clinging to the shaded slopes from a storm 2 weeks earlier. The visitor center itself is closed for the season, November through April, but thankfully the restrooms are open and well maintained. Before setting out on my hike, I fuel up. Some homemade chicken tacos hit the spot, followed by a quick cappuccino, courtesy of my Bellman Espresso maker. There's something special about brewing coffee in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by mountains. Fed and caffeinated, I put on my Smartwool merino socks, lace up my Ultra Lone Peaks, and hit the trail. There are three main hikes here: the short Discovery Trail, the moderate Methuselah Trail, and the longer Patriarch Grove route deeper into the mountains. My plan was to tackle the 4.5-mile Methuselah Trail, home to the world's oldest known tree. But plans change. I met a few hikers coming the other way who warned me that much of the Methuselah Trail is still covered in snow and ice. Without microspikes, it's risky, so I pivot and choose the 1-mile Discovery Trail instead. The Discovery Trail is short, but don't let that fool you. It's a moderate hike, hilly, high in elevation, and breathtaking in every sense. Most people take about an hour, but if you're stopping for photos, you could easily double that. This is where Dr. Edmund Schulman made his historic discovery in 1953, the world's first known 4,000-year-old tree. You'll gain and lose about 300 feet of elevation on the trail, so bring good footwear, sun protection, snacks, and plenty of water. Each of these ancient trees tells a story. Every ring marks a year, a whisper of changing weather, droughts, and time. Some trees pack over 100 years of growth rings into a single inch of wood. Roots of the bristlecone stretch close to the surface, capturing what little moisture the mountains offer. Over thousands of years, erosion exposes these roots, a reminder of just how fragile, yet resilient, the environment is. Dr. Schulman originally studied giant sequoias, massive, towering trees, assuming that size equaled age. But here, he discovered something astonishing. The oldest trees are not the tallest or the grandest. They're the small, twisted, gnarled survivors clinging to rock and wind. Their slow growth, dense resin, and arid environment protect them from decay and disease, allowing them to live for nearly 5,000 years. Standing among them, time feels different. Every crack, every curve of wood tells a story older than civilization itself.
All right, that's gonna do it. I hope you've learned something from this video. If you stick around just a little bit longer, I'm going to drive over to the Sierra lookout point, and I drove by this on the way up. It looks like it should be an amazing sunset here in another hour or so. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll see you on the next video.